Hey, how you doing? Bored? Tired of substance abuse and video games? Yeah, me too. That's why I have this show called Stray Cats. You're probably asking yourself, what's a stray cat? Good question. It's a cat that doesn't know where its home is. I know all about your home. Western North Carolina. So come on, hop in. I got ambition and a full tank of gas. Welcome to another edition of Stray Cats. This is roller derby. Today, we're at the roller derby, baby.
It's a race between two skaters, and those skaters are called jammers.
Okay.
And then in addition to those two skaters, we have 4 players from each team who skate in what's called the pack. The way the game's played is those skaters are trying to make it through the pack. The first one to make it through becomes what's called lead jammer, and she's able to call the game off. After that, as they skate through the pack, every opponent they pass, they score a point.
What do we got going on here? You're gonna get it for this. This is going right out of your paycheck, buddy. I have never used these skates. Prefer rollerblades myself. Don't videotape this. Don't videotape this. I gotta see how. Dude, this is nuts. This is nuts.
The way that the track is set up, there's 5 players on each team on the track at a time, and you have in the front of what's the pack, which is a group of girls. There are in the front there's 2 pivots, and they set the pace for the pack, and they control the speed. And they're obviously the last line of defense, like when the jammers are trying to come through.
Okay.
Behind the 2 pivots from each team are 4 blockers, and they're just called your blocker 1 and blocker 2. And behind those 2 girls are 2 of your stronger girls, and they're called power blockers.
Okay.
So you've got that set up there. And then 20 feet behind that is 2 jammers from the opposite team. And the jammers are the ones who have to make it through the pack to score the point.
So basically what's happening is those girls are trying to make it through the pack and score points by passing their opponents. But at the same time, their opponents are trying to keep them from going through the pack.
Okay.
So that's where the fun comes in, because there's so much going on at once. Some girls trying to block, some girls trying to help their own girls through the pack. That's where the chaos comes out of the game.
I actually play pivot, blocker 1 or blocker 2 and jammer, mostly probably blocker 2 and jammer.
Okay. Your favorite move?
My favorite move?
The clothesline?
No, clotheslines are illegal. I guess I'll show you a hitting move.
All right.
Stand here, get like this. This is discovery position. You're skating, right? And I
All right,
skate
we're
up to you, and I come up to you, and I go.
That's good. You ever just lay anybody out?
A few times, yeah.
A few times? Does that feel good? Yeah. What is your favorite thing about roller derby?
Just being able to get all that aggression out, just from life in general, and just, get out there, be almost a different person sometimes.
I can't think of any better stress management.
Yeah.
Take it out.
Exactly.
Take it out on whoever.
Yes.
I need some blades. All right. Seriously, stop.
It started again in 2001, was where this whole resurgence started in Austin. And, that was 1 league, and now last I checked, it was close to 300 leagues.
We're based out of Asheville, North Carolina, but we practice here in Hendersonville because Skaters Choice is kind enough to let us use their rink. It's the most fun I've ever had, and it's really neat because I've never had actually women as friends. I've always had guys as friends because I was a tomboy, and it's the first time that I've ever met a bunch of women that I actually enjoyed being around. And
So you guys are like tight. Bunch
yeah,
of sisters, huh?
Yeah, really. So it's a great support system.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely friendships that bond, and, we bond with each other and hang out outside of Derby. We have lots of events that we do together. So, I mean, it's how can you not be close? You got
Yeah.
a bunch of women together. You know.
What is your advice for a young, up-and-coming young girl who is interested in roller derby? How can she get involved?
Just come out. Come out. That's really all you need to do, because in the roller derby world, everyone is always welcome. You
Everyone.
know? I mean, any woman, because that is what this sport is about. It's about empowering a woman and letting her just be strong.
What's the craziest thing you've seen in a match?
Crazy in what way?
Anything.
I've seen fights. I've seen broken bones. I've seen broken legs, broken fingers from being run over. I've
Pretty hardcore sport we got going on here.
that's as serious as I've seen.
Yeah.
I've heard of girls actually breaking their necks, but
That's unfortunate.
fortunately that doesn't happen very often.
Now you. That ain't happening. This guy and these wheels can't do that. Give me some blades, give me some roller skates, different wheels. I don't do this. Tonight I'm going to the hospital.
We don't really encourage fighting, because it kind of takes away from the integrity of the
Yeah.
sport. But for me personally, that was for me one of the craziest things that happened. Some girl jumping on my back and me just starting to wail on her.
All right,
That was pretty
UFC on wheels. I'd pay to see that. I would pay to see that.
It fits. I'll put it on later. All right.
If they ever get a chance, make sure they make it out to a bout. Because as fun as it is to talk about roller derby, it's nothing compared to seeing it.
It looks like a lot of fun. It looks like they're having a blast out there.